Have you ever thought about an idea that you can use your credit cards for making investments? Folks, today's video is going to be all about that, wherein I am going to tell you different ways and legitimate ways of using credit card to make investments. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about anything which is not allowed here by its regulatory authorities. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Niraj and today we are going to talk about a lot of things. I'm a partner at a firm called Holistic Prime Wealth Private Limited, wherein we help people like you to for goal-based investments, risk management through insurances, credit card planning. We focus on tax planning. We do your tax filing and a lot more. Basically, it's a one-stop shop for all of you. So reach out to me if you would like to work with us. All right, let us start. I'm going to tell you different avenues of using credit cards for making investments and earning reward points also on those investments. Some of these things have already been discussed in the previous videos on the channel, and a couple of things are also new. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. So we are starting with National Pension Scheme, which is a favorite of mine personally, because you end up investing in a vehicle which is like a mutual fund. The only downside that's there is that the money is locked in till the age of 60, because you can only use your credit cards to invest in NPS tier 1. NPS tier 2 does not allow any usage of credit cards for investments. That is the downside. But personally, what I do, say for example, I have cards like American Express, Platinum Travel, American Express Gold Charge Card, American Express, the membership rewards card, right? We have two of each of these cards in the family, right? So in any month, if I have not hit the milestones, what I do is I just use these cards and make an investment in the NPS so that I can hit the milestone. Then there is a card called IDFC Vistara card, which is also a milestone based credit card, right? So if I have not hit the milestone on that card, I will use it to make NPS investments, right? Otherwise, when you're contributing to NPS through employer, then it will not make sense to use these cards, because you cannot use these cards because your employer is going to contribute. So these cards make sense to, or if you have an investment objective and if you want to move money to NPS, you can do this. Primarily for me, I am using the credit cards only when I'm not able to hit the milestones outside for NPS investments. Otherwise, I will first focus is to use it on spends only. But if I don't have any spends, then I want to hit the milestone, so I am going to invest in NPS, because anyways I am contributing to NPS through my company. So a few thousand rupees extra is not going to hurt me. Okay, so that should be your idea behind investing in NPS. Other cards that you can use is your DCB metal credit card, right? Because it will not give you your base reward points, but it will give you 10,000 points on hitting the quarterly milestone of 4 lakh rupees. And then something like HSBC Premier credit card, which will give you 3%, and Standard Chartered Ultimate card, which will give you around, I think it's 2%, right? So these kind of credit cards can be used to meet your NPS goals. Investment, you can also invest and earn points on credit cards. After this, we have insurance policies. So I guess every household has a policy from LIC. Every people are sold policies, missold policies by banks, right? A lot of people personally, despite knowing the fact that these insurance policies do not generate enough return, right, they continue to buy such policies because they feel that my money is safe, right? So for those people, at least you can use your credit cards and enhance your returns, right? Because it's a very stupid if you don't use credit cards and enhance your returns, because it's a no-brainer, right? You have to make the premium payment. Just use a credit card. Yeah, we have helped a lot of clients who come to us new, right, and who have been paying like 5 lakhs, 10 lakh rupees policy premiums, right? We have helped them to optimize using credit cards and make these payments and enhance their returns. So if you already have these kind of policies, do it, right? Personally, I'm not buying any new policies. There is one LIC policy in the family in my mother's name, which is there since 2010. So I just make payments for that using credit cards. But again, here you can use a lot of ways to do it, right? The best way here is Amazon Pay. So Amazon Pay allows you to make insurance premium payments, right? So if you have these kind of policies, use Amazon Pay to make the payments. Use HDFC Gifter, buy Amazon Pay vouchers. Use your ICICI Time Flag and Emerald Private Metal card to buy Amazon Pay vouchers. Use your Amex credit cards to buy Amazon Pay vouchers, right? Multiple ways to buy the Amazon Pay vouchers. Then you can just load it and buy it. If you have exhausted the monthly limits, then you can just buy the Amazon Pay vouchers using your American Express Platinum Travel card, you will still earn that 2% on the card, and then you can make the payment. Apart from this, if you are making any direct payments, then try to use cards like HDFC Infinia, which will give you 3.3% back. Again, HSBC Premier Credit Card. Emerald Private Metal does give you points on insurance payments also, so that is also you can consider. So folks, one thing to understand is points on insurance payments is largely available on these kind of premium credit cards. If you have to use those non-premium credit cards like the Amex credit cards, then you have to use it for milestone purposes only. So you can use it for milestone for the American Express Platinum travel card, right? Then HDFC Tata New card can also be considered to earn the points, right? So multiple ways to do it. See which cards you have and see how you can optimize the cards for insurance payments. Don't go and buy these policies because they do not give you enough returns. So don't just buy these policies for the sake of using credit cards. Use it for the policies that you already hold and you pay the premiums. That time it only makes sense. The next way of making an investment is buying gold coins. Okay, so we have discussed this extensively in another video also, so I'll share the link of that video. But you can buy gold coins in two ways, right? You walk into a shop and swipe your credit card and buy a gold coin. In those cases, you can use cards like cards which give you reward points on jewelry purchases. So Axis cards do not give you reward points on jewelry purchases, so do not use any of your Axis card like Axis Atlas or Axis Magnus Burgundy for making these payments. Even HSBC Travel One does not give you these points, right? So do not use it for jewelry. You can use Axis cards for buy other stuff which we will talk about later, right? Which cards will work at directly at a store purchase, right? So this stands true for jewelry purchases. This stands true for coin purchases like metal bullion, right? So you can use your milestone credit cards like the Amex Platinum Travel Card, wherein you will not only earn your normal reward points but will also hit the milestone, right? You will get closer to the milestone. Then HDFC credit cards are great for this, right? You can do that. Specifically, if you are buying a gold coin, then you can use your HDFC Infinia credit card. If you are buying jewelry, then there are different ways to do it, which we'll talk about it later. Apart from this, problem is that folks, we personally shop only from Tanishq, right? So I'm going to talk about spends on jewelry at Tanishq only, not at any other store. Because I've not had those kind of experiences. I once bought gold coins from Malabar also. Entire GST component and the making charges component on the gold coin was paid off. They had an offer wherein they waived off the making charges by 50%, so to 2%, and then GST, right? So I used a card, milestone credit card, to use that milestone, right? And they were also giving some discount on using that credit card. So all in all, about the coin at a discount to the market price, even though I shopped directly, right? For coin purchases, use any card which will give you a high reward rate, and you don't use any excluded credit cards. Now coming to coin purchases online, right? I've discussed coin purchases at the store. Coin purchases online is where the entire game is. If you've seen my previous video, if you can use cards like Amex, Amex or HDFC Infinia, ICICI Times, like Emerald Private Metal, buy these vouchers that are available on the gifter platform or Maximize Money. You can buy vouchers for Myntra, you can buy vouchers for Flipkart, right? Multiple places to buy the gold coins. Once you buy these vouchers and make the gold coin purchases, right? Even though the gold coins are listed at more than market price on these websites, but once you factor in the reward rate that you get back on these cards, the effective cost of the coin is less than the market price. Say for example, you're using your HDFC Infinia card to buy Myntra vouchers at 5x reward rate, right? So straight away that's 16.5% discount on the listed price of the gold coin, right? Then Myntra vouchers is also available at a discount on Maximize Money. It is also available at a discount on Amex Gifter, I think, right? So lots of ways to do it. Then from time to time, every festival, you will see portals like your Instamart, your Big Basket, and all these kind of portals also delivering gold coin to your house. At you can also in those cases also buy these vouchers and make those purchases. So this is probably the best strategy to buy physical gold if you are not interested in jewelry. So for jewelry, you can consider the Amex gifter portal, which has Kalyan, Malabar, these kind of places for buying vouchers at a high reward rate, right? Your reward rate can be 2x to 5x depending on the cards that you have. I'm sharing the screenshot here on the screen for Malabar, right? This is on the Amex gifter portal. Same way on the HDFC gifter portal, you can buy your Amazon Pay vouchers and make the voucher purchases from Amazon, right? Say you buy your Amazon Pay vouchers and then go to Amazon and buy your Tanishq vouchers, you will get 1 or 2% discount. Buy your Malabar vouchers or any other brand, right? Largely, most brands list their vouchers on Amazon platform, so that is one way of doing it, right? Then HDFC Infinia becomes a great card. If you shop at Tanishq, right, every quarter up to 50,000 points can be redeemed for Tanishq vouchers, right? So you have to pay 30% in cash and 70% will be redeemed. So around 70-75,000 has to be paid in cash. 70-75,000 is the total cart value. 20-25,000 you have to pay from your pocket, and balance will be through the points. That is one excellent way of doing it, which I personally do, right? So you can look at, see where is the voucher available. You know, you have to understand the idea of framework, right? Don't focus on spoon feeding. So first understand the framework here. The framework is that, say I have to buy jewelry. What is the cheapest way for me to buy the jewelry? I have to buy the jewelry from, say, Malabar only. So now what is the cheapest way for me to get the jewelry from Malabar? I go to Amazon and search if Malabar vouchers are available at a discount. I go to, a lot of these voucher portals like, say, Maximize Money, right? Then another recently launched by a friend, right? I'll share the screenshot of that also. You can look at that as well. See if the vouchers are listed there and there is any discount. Once you have figured, right, which is the best way to buy the voucher, then you figure which kind of cards to use and make the payment, right? So once you've understood the framework for these things, then you don't even have to watch my videos, because you will know what to do with it, right? So that's one way of doing it. One more way of doing it is, what I personally do is, there is a scheme called Tanishq Riva Advantage. I use that scheme to buy gold every month. So you have to pay for 10 months, right? Minimum is 10,000 rupees, wherein you will get up to 50% discount on making charges. So making charges will be slashed by half. That's what they say. I have personally not yet finished my installments. 9 installments are done as on the date of recording. So once I have made the purchase, I'll probably make a video again to share my experience. But they say that you get 50% discount, right? So if, say, making charges is 25%, then you get it at 12.5%. Now when I'm making these monthly installment payments, I use the Tata New credit card and I get 5% back. So once I get that 5% back, my effective making charges comes down to below 10%, okay? And then I am also able to save gold, right? When I started this plan, the gold was around 6,700 or 800 rupees, and now it's around 10,000 rupees, right? 9,000 rupees, which is the 22 karat gold. 6,800 to 9,000, and I have been buying at all levels, right? So that way you can also average your gold purchase, which is a fantastic scheme. I don't like the other scheme where you get the 7.5% extra, because you have to make the gold purchase, as on the price of that day, right? So which does not make sense to me. I prefer this scheme. Otherwise, if you have to buy gold coins, we have already discussed, right? I hope you've understood the framework of buying gold coins and jewelry, right? You have to always understand the basics and start from there, right? That's when you will be able to maximize stuff. Okay folks, thank you for watching, and stay tuned till the next video.